For the cheapest coins with fast delivery and quick customer support, check out my sponsor, Red Zone Coins, and use code SWIFT at checkout for 20% off.
So family, and today I'm coming back at you guys with another Madden 20 video on the channel, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a super easy and effective free trading method. This one could essentially make you unlimited trading absolutely for free. It just depends on how much time you want to put into it, because as much time as you put into it, that's how much you'll be able to get out of this method. Now, as you guys might be able to see at the top of the screen, I am only a 71 overall. I'm actually on my second account right now because on my main account, EA locked my auction block and trade block for 14 days because they thought I was selling coins. In reality, I was just doing a bunch of giveaways on stream for 50,000 subscribers, so that is definitely too bad. One like on the video is one prayer that EA ends up removing that ban and allows me to go back to my main account before 14 days. We'll see what happens. For the time being, I'll just be on my second account for a lot of my coin making videos and any videos that do require any interaction with the auction house. So just thought I'd let you guys know of that before we actually hop into this one. Now, without further ado, let's hop into this video. Just want to shout out that I actually am giving 6 million coins away, courtesy of Red Zone Coins. The links to enter those giveaways for 50,000 subscribers are in the description. We'll be picking winners for those in about 3 or 4 days, I want to say, so be sure to get your entries in. EA doesn't block people for actually getting coins or buying coins. I really have only heard of them blocking people for selling coins, so you guys are totally fine. If you're still interested in shopping at Red Zone, you'll be totally fine. It's just the sellers that they've been cracking down on, which is really annoying because obviously I wasn't selling coins. EA's bot just thinks I was because I was doing giveaways, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. We'll be able to roll with the blows, and without further ado, let's hop into this method. So this free trading method is actually very similar to something I posted in my coin making method a few days ago. I'm just going to show you guys how the numbers work for it to actually become a free trading method. Now, as you guys know, these playbook fantasy packs right here, which I talked about on the channel a few days ago, these quick sell for 500 coins, and that is very valuable because it's going to allow us to buy training at a super cheap price. We get it at like a 2 coin to training point ratio. We rip that training into these packs, and we're able to roll back those packs enough that we're able to make back our initial coin investment and be left over with some additional training. I'll show you guys how the numbers work exactly with some specific card overall groups, and we'll actually do the method in the video for you guys today. So what I would recommend you guys do to start off with this method is you're going to want to try and grab a 95 overall player at a price of 53,000 coins or less. If you can't afford that, I will have a separate kind of method which is very similar, just with different numbers for people that are lower on the coin count. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to be able to grab a 95 overall. Usually the theme diamonds are going to be the cheapest for this, so you would grab a 95 overall theme diamond at a price of, like I said, 53,000 coins or less. What we're going to do is we're going to be on this filter. We're going to head on over to newest just to make sure we actually are seeing the newest cards. Now that we know we are, I'll just be refreshing on this, and you essentially want to try and find a 95 overall, like I said, at a price of 53,000 coins or lower. This isn't really going to be too hard. I'm assuming in a couple of refreshes you'll be able to find one. This one right here is perfect to get the method going. I'm actually not going to buy this card and do the entire method in today's video with the 95. I'll do the method with a lower overall card, but I just don't want to bore you guys with taking forever. So essentially what you would do is you would buy a 95 at a price of 53,000 coins or lower. We would buy this Joe Klecko right there, and then you are going to quick sell him for training. So our 95 overall is going to quick sell for a total amount of 25,200 training. Now that we've spent that 53,000 coins, we're going to start to use some of that training to make back our initial investment of 53,000. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into the training currency like I showed you guys before, and this pack right here is going to be absolutely money for you guys. You're essentially going to rip this pack and you're going to have to open it up 106 times. I know that sounds like a ton, and I know that sounds like it's going to take forever, but once you actually get into the groove of it, it really isn't too hard. You just select the first uniform, and then you're going to be able to pick it, and just like that, you end up getting the pack done. You would have to do that 106 times. I know that sounds like a lot, but it won't really take too long once you guys get into the gist of it. So we open that pack up right here. We just pick the first one. It doesn't really matter which one you pick, so you might as well just take the first one, and then we're already done it a couple of times. You would have to do that 106 times, and once you end up getting that done, you're going to be able to make back your 53,000 coins, and drumroll please, opening that pack 106 times is only going to cost you 15,900 training. So you're actually going to be able to to make 10,000 training. That's quite a bit. You're going to be able to power up a card almost fully for 10,000 training, and you're going to be able to make that absolutely free by following this method. This method barely interacts with the auction house at all, and let me show you guys exactly how much these playbooks are going to quick sell for as well, because once you actually get the playbook, the reason why this works is you can actually quick sell it for 500 coins. So you're going to be able to quick sell 106 of those playbooks at 500 coins each. That's going to give you back your 53,000 coins that you spent on the 95, and you're only going to end up spending 15,900 training to get the method done. Now what I want to do is hop into a couple of low budget free training methods. These are exactly the same as the 95. The numbers are just a little bit worse. You're going to have to pay a little bit more for training, so technically you're going to earn a little bit less free training. But what I'm going to do is hop into the store and show you guys how those methods do work. So let's hop into the store right here, and we're going to be able to either buy an 87 or an 86 overall player at a cheap price, and we're going to be able to earn free training off of doing this method. So let's start it off by trying to find an 87 overall player at a price of 4.5 thousand coins or lower. I know a lot of you guys are lower budget, you don't have a ton of coins in your inventory, so being able to do this method with an 87 should be super convenient for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter it down by the theme builders too, and we want to try and see one of these 87s up for a price of 4.5 thousand coins or less. Let's see if we're seeing the newest cards. We are right here. So what I would do is take a couple of refreshes on this, or I could actually go to a couple of different filters. Again, there's heavyweights that are going to be up here, there's veteran players that are going to be up here for cheap, and you're essentially just looking for a snipe at an 87 overall at a price of 4.5 thousand coins or lower. It doesn't look like there's going to be 87 overall heavyweights up for cheap. I will take a look at the veteran filter. While we're actually refreshing on this, it's important to note that you can actually get 86s as well, so you can take a look at finding 86s up for cheap. If you're able to find an 86 at a price of around 3.5 thousand coins or lower, you're going to be getting a good deal. I believe there actually was a cheap heavyweight up for around 3.5k. Yeah, we actually got a Linval Joseph right here, so you can buy either an 86 or an 87. You want to buy your 86s at a price of 3.5k and your 87s at a price of 4.5k. So we're going to be able to quick sell this card, and we're going to earn 1,340 training. Now once we've earned that 1,340 training, we're going to go back into the item binder, or sorry, into the shop, and we're going to start ripping that pack. Now the numbers with the 86s and the 87s are much more simple. If you spend 3.5k, you're only going to have to open up the pack 7 times to make back your initial coin investment. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this pack up 7 times right here. It really doesn't take too long at all, and then at the end of this, we're going to be able to make a little bit of free training. Again, it's not going to be as much as with the first method, but again, we're doing it at a smaller scale, so it's much easier to get this done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip this pack 7 times. It's super easy. It really only takes a couple of seconds per opening, and if you did this with an 87, you would want to open this pack up 9 times to make back your initial coin investment. Now, assuming that you're able to get an 87 at a price of 4.5k, you open up the pack 9 times. That's going to leave you with an additional about 500 training, and if you do this with an 86, you get the card at around 3.5k, and you open up the pack 7 times. That's going to leave you with an additional about 350 training that we're going to make absolutely free. So I believe we've opened up the pack 3 times. I'll probably just cut to once I've opened it 7 times, because you guys don't need to watch me open this pack up 7 times, and then I'll see you guys in my item binder, and we'll just be able to quick sell all these cards that we just end up getting, or that we did just end up getting, and we'll be left over with a little bit of free training. So I'll see you guys in my item binder once I've opened this pack up 7 times. I think I've already done it 5 times, so I'll be in my item binder in just a sec. Okay guys, so we have opened this pack up 7 times. It really only took a couple of extra seconds, and we're gonna be able to quick sell all these playbooks that we did just end up earning, and we're gonna make the 3.5k that we started with. We're gonna just make that back just like that. It really only takes a couple seconds, and we make back our initial coin investment, and we're gonna actually be left over with about 300 free training if we buy an 86. If you're able to get an 87 at the price point, like I said, and you open up the pack 9 times, that's gonna allow you to make about 500 free training. So for your filters, I would recommend you kind of just go through with the 86 to 87 and go through some of the programs. That's where you're gonna be able to find the majority of your snipes. So we're just gonna go through like legends you can take a look at, heavyweights you can take a look at, veterans. There's gonna be a ton of options to actually try and find these cards up for cheap. Let's see if we're seeing the newest legends. It actually looks like we aren't, so I'm assuming we'll be able to find some snipes on the legend filter. There should be an 86 or maybe an 87 up for cheap. You can go by all offense, all defense, and you're just looking to find those cards at the price points like I said. Honestly, if you're getting into this and you've got a little bit of time on your hands, go for big. Go for the big method. Go for the 95 overall. It does sound like it's going to take a while, but we just did 10 right there on camera. It didn't really take me too long. So I would definitely recommend going for the 95. Get your 95 at a price of 53,000 coins or less. You can get a theme diamond or a different card if you find a better snipe in the legends filter or something like that. And then you're just going to make back your initial coin investment when you open up 106 packs, and you're going to be left with about 10,000 free training. So you can go through a bunch of filters. You can go through veterans if you'd like. It's totally up to you. We can get an 86 at 3.5 right there. I will take that, and we will just be able to do this method over and over again and continue to make free training. It is super easy and super effective. Yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. Really simple method for you guys on the channel today. Would recommend you guys get this one done and get some free training. It doesn't take too long at all, but it's definitely a very, very effective method. So that's going to do it for the video. If you've made it all the way to the end and you have not hit the like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. And until next time, fellas, I'm out. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.
Don't